It was 35,000, right? 35,000. What did I give you? I gave you six, right? 35,000 plus six plus one,
No,
7.
no, no. I
35,
gave you 7.
right? Motherfucker, can you buy? Oh, we on the air. I'm sorry. I was going through I was watching the Mac. I was watching the Mac. Yo, down in Sports Talk, we are in the building. It's Tuesday night, yo. Hyped and
Yep.
charged. Time to get hyped and charged. We are in the building. We gotta get Yada Bear to say her famous line when we on the air. It must
It
be
must
what?
be Tuesday.
That's
It
what it
must
is. We in the
be
building.
Tuesday.
And we got a guest with us. And he brought some superstars with him, as you can see.
Okay.
We got Windwalker in the house. He bought Russell Wilson and Sierra. I have no idea why he bought Sierra, but you know he's in the building. He's doing his thing. We're in the house, man. Big show tonight, man. We're gonna do some stuff that we haven't done before. We're gonna pick our NCAA women's tournament brackets live and direct, right in your face as it happens. You'll see myself and Yada Bear and Will Walker make our picks for the NCAA women's tournament live and direct. We're gonna get into a little spring training talk. I hopefully we'll get into some NBA. And that's basically it. So without further ado, I'm gonna bring my ubiquitous Cody in the house, always holding it down. You know her as Yada Bear. I know her as Rowski Bruin, the Eagles #1 fan in the house. Yada Bear, what's goody?
Oh man, over here chilling. Extremely excited for the tournament. Those brackets was wow. I love the fact that they had the 8 o'clock slot. You know, with Selection Sunday. It kind of seemed like they kind of like rushed through the men's. You know, it didn't seem that hype.
Here we go. Here we go. Go ahead.
I'm just saying. I'm just saying. I watched it. It didn't seem that real hype and charge. Versus on the women's side, it was like they was really up the set. You know, there was some salty faces. You know, on the big screen down in Louisiana. You know,
yeah.
KM, you know, aka Kim Mulkey, sitting there with the sourpuss face, you know, thinking that because they defended champions that they should have got a #1 seeding, but it don't work that way, sis. You got to earn that #1 spot, and this season hasn't been the best, you know, the cleanest. It's been a little
something you want to write home about.
Yeah, it's been a little shaky down in LSU this season. So she had a real salty face, and I didn't really appreciate that. I'm like, come on, like,
isn't her face always salty? I'm sorry.
But it was real salty because she's sitting next to Angel. You know, they excited. You know, they got the #3 seed. They everybody cheering, and she's just like a sore thumb, just sitting there.
She's sitting there looking like Aunt Hagatha on Bewitched.
I didn't like that, you know, and you know, she's very problematic, and people just don't want to really point it out. But you know, I'll point it out. Yeah. But, you know, I don't care, and I'll tell it like it is. But I'm excited. You know, I'm excited for it. A lot of people are excited for it. It's funny how all year, you know, all season we've been talking about, you know, women's college basketball, and now, you know, certain people are starting to jump on the bandwagon. You know, certain former NBA players, certain former Celtics now want to jump on the bandwagon saying, oh, the women's tournament is going to be way better than the men's tournament. I'm like, wow, that sounds very familiar, but you know,
not like they've been watching down in Sports Talk.
Yeah, that definitely sound like, you know, they was watching that. But look, as long as the women's tournament is getting some positive spotlight, I want everybody to say it. You know, everybody can express that for me. But how you feeling, Win, with your special guests behind you?
Well, you know, I publicly then told everybody that I feel that the women need more of a push from the men's side. We need to let them live, man, because they just as good, and it's more exciting watching the women right now in the NCAA. It's more. I'm just keeping it real. They games are more fierce. they showing more they're showing more. We got to get it and get it right now, and I like the competitiveness between the women. You know, the trash talk is good. You know what I'm saying? They playing some good ball and backing it up. So that's where I'm at with it. Now with the men, it's ho hum right now. And, you know, number one, number two, number one, number two, number one, number two. Okay. I want to look for them little schools. I want to see some of that excitement where the tournament is. You don't know, it's March Madness. That's why it's called Madness. You can't predict what's going to happen
and the outcome. Looking for that Florida Gulf Coast, that Florida Atlantic.
Yeah, let's get it.
It's always so magic.
Some of them small schools, you know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. But I did see a couple of games, you know, in some of these little tournaments before the big tournament, you know, that stood out to me, you know, some schools that I didn't think was that good showed up, you know. Mm-hmm. But most of my attention, and I'm keeping it real, has been with the women and what's going on over there. That's been this year. That's what's been the talk of the town. That's
a lot of stuff going on. Yeah, facts.
That's where we at.
Come on, man.
The women's side. We might as well jump into it because there's a lot of things going on. We're going to go with the games on Friday, right? Okay. Regional 1 in Albany. All right, this is the women's tournament, first round. We got Michigan State and North Carolina. Michigan State is the 9th seed. North Carolina is the 8th seed. Who you got, Browski?
Man, like that's Michigan State, North Carolina. I'm gonna have to go. I'm gonna go with North Carolina.
Okay.
I'm writing it down. I'm going North Carolina over Michigan State.
All right, who you got, Win?
I'm looking at the point spread right here. They pretty evenly matched up.
They are.
I mean, it is an 8 and 9 game. I mean, you know.
Yeah, but now I'm looking at they differentials and all that stuff. I'm gonna have to go with Michigan with this one.
Okay.
Okay, Win Walker says he's gonna go with Michigan. Michigan's 22-8 on the season. North Carolina 19-12. I'm looking at the conferences where they come from. Michigan, Big Ten. North Carolina, of course, ACC. They play a lot of tough ball. Michigan's record, 22-8, outstanding. North Carolina, I think that they're gonna make some things happen. And Michigan State has had a little bit of trouble on the defensive side this season. So I think I'm going to rock with North Carolina. It's going to be a good game. It's going to be a close game. What's the point spread on it, Win?
Hold on. 3.
That's
3.
That's fair.
Yeah. I mean, you know.
That's fair.
Yeah, I'm gonna go. Me and Yada Bears taking North Carolina, and Win Walker's going with Michigan State. The next game we got is in Portland, the first round. On Friday, you got the Maine team going against Ohio State, which should be another good game. Maine coming into the game at the 15th seed, 24-9 as the 15th seed, and Ohio State 25-5 out of the Big Ten. Who you like, Browski?
Oh, I definitely gotta go with Ohio State. Even though Ohio State had a poor showing in the conference tournament, you know, they got put out in the first round, you know, but I think they'll bounce back from that. Have a pretty good run. I'm saying Ohio State having a pretty good run in the tournament. So I'm going to go with Ohio State, especially on what side of the bracket that they are on.
All right, Win, who you got, Ohio State or Maine?
I'm going to go with Ohio State.
All right, I got Ohio State as well. So all three of us like Ohio State in that matchup. The next matchup we got is in Albany, first round. You got Middle Tennessee State at 29-4 11 seed, going against Louisville, the 6th seed at 24-9. Who you like, Brosky?
Oh man. I may.
We got a lot of games to go. We got a lot of games to go.
I know. It's. I'm just. Go to win. Go to win first. Go ahead, win.
Yeah, Middle Tennessee State and Louisville. Who you got?
Louisville.
All right, I'm gonna go with Louisville as well.
I'm gonna dare to be different and go with Middle Tennessee.
All right, picking that 6-11 upset. Okay.
Uh-huh.
All right. Now here we go. I know we all gonna be on the same page with this one. It's to be determined against South Carolina.
Well, you already know I'm rocking with South Carolina heavy.
South Carolina all day. South Carolina. Write it down. South Carolina. Okay. What you got, Win?
South Carolina.
All right. Then we move on. We move on to number 10 Richmond against number 7 Duke. That should be a good game. Richmond Spiders against Duke Blue Devils.
That's a toss up right there. But I'm gonna have to go with the Lady Blue Devils.
Okay, I'm gonna go with Duke as well. Who you got? Win.
Blue Devil.
All right.
Blue Devil.
So let's do all the way. This one's crazy. We got number 16 Drexel against number 1 Texas, and the spread is like 34.
Yo.
Yeah.
Listen, when I saw the spread, I said, "Dang!" I said, "Why they had to do Drexel like that?"
They put no respect on Drexel name.
They put no respect on Drexel name, and I gotta go with Texas.
Deep down my
heart. I'm going with Texas to cover.
Yeah. Oh, they definitely gonna cover.
I'm going with Texas to beat the cover.
No doubt. So we all got Texas on that one. Marshall against Virginia Tech. Number 4 against the number 13.
I got Virginia Tech all day.
Yeah, I got Virginia Tech in that one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. And we got number 3 LSU against number 14 Rice. That's going to be in Albany first round. The spread for that one is 27.
Yeah, LSU.
They're gonna cover.
I'm gonna take LSU, but I don't think they're gonna cover.
What's the spread?
27.
Nah, they ain't gonna cover that. They might.
I don't think LSU gonna cover.
I think they probably beat them by like 15, maybe like between like 12 and 15. I don't think it's gonna. Nah, not what 20. What 20?
I don't think LSU gonna cover.
Nah.
We got who you got? Everybody got LSU on that one, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Got Portland against Kansas State. The spread for that one is 22. Kansas State is ranked 4th. Portland is ranked 13th. I'm gonna take Kansas State.
That's K-State all day.
All right. They're one of the teams that, on the outside, people talking about they could kind of win this thing if they get hot.
Mm-hmm.
Who you got win?
Kansas State.
All right. So the Kansas State all day. Florida State and Alabama. That should be a real good game. Florida State out the ACC, Alabama Southeast Conference, 8 and 9 game. Alabama's 8th, Florida State's 9th. Who you like, Yada Bear?
I'm gonna go with Florida State.
All right. Give me Alabama in that one.
Okay.
Who you got, Win?
I'm gonna go with Alabama on that one.
Okay. We got another one of these to be determined games against number 5 Baylor. So I guess we're gonna rock with Baylor.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. And we got Windwalker's best friend, Drake, against Colorado. That's a 5-12 game. Colorado's 5th, Drake is 12th. Who you like there, Yada?
We're gonna go with Colorado.
Colorado.
Give me Colorado. Give me Colorado.
I'm going with prime time.
No, you know what? I changed my mind. Browski. Give me Drake.
You going with Drake?
Yep.
All right.
Give me Drake.
Yeah.
Then we got Iowa State and Maryland. A number 7 versus a number 10. Well, I'm gonna break the monotony. Give me Iowa State.
Well, I'm leaning towards Iowa State. Yeah, Iowa State had a decent season, had a pretty good run in the conference. Yeah, I'm gonna go with Iowa. Iowa State.
You got Walt.
No, I'm not going with Iowa State.
He said, "Nah, son, I ain't going with Iowa State." All right, he said he's taking Maryland.
Maryland. Okay.
All right. Now we got Eastern Washington against Oregon State.
Yeah, I see it.
Oregon State is favored by 18.
3 against the number 14.
Right.
Yeah.
What's the spread?
18.
14. They're gonna win them by 14.
So what? All y'all going with Oregon State too?
Nope. Give me Eastern Washington.
Okay.
The upset. Give me Eastern Washington.
Uh-oh.
And on Friday, wow, we got Norfolk State and Stanford. Norfolk State is ranked 15th. Stanford is number 2, and the spread on this one is 35. They might even show up.
Yeah, and you know I'm going Stanford all day, bro.
Yeah, I mean, you know, Stanford. If it'll be upset if they don't win by 35.
Yeah. If it's a close game, it's definitely an upset.
You know what I mean? And now we got the games for Saturday. We got another to be determined game against Syracuse. This is on Saturday. It's in Portland. It's the first round to be determined against Syracuse. So you got.
I mean, well, really don't have a choice but to take Syracuse.
Right. Really ain't got no choice. I mean,
right, so you're gonna be Syracuse. Yeah.
Yeah, give me Syracuse. All right. This will sound like this will sound like it needs to be in week 13. We got Green Bay against Tennessee.
We got the Packers versus the Titans.
Right, the Packers versus the Titans.
The Packers
versus the Titans.
The Packers and the Titans. Give me the Titans.
Okay.
You going with Titans? Oh yeah. I gotta go with Tennessee. You know, Vakia Jackson be balling.
I'm going with Green Bay.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I got to jump out the window on a couple of these picks. I'm gonna jump out the window. I'm going with Green Bay.
Okay, I got Tennessee.
Yeah, I can't disrespect.
The next game is Jackson State against UConn.
UConn.
Yeah, I want to pick Jackson State so bad, but
I would pick Jackson State, but you know they like breaking into people's trucks and, and stuff out there.
I know I'm gonna go with UConn. I gotta go with UConn because UConn they kind of gonna play with a chip on their shoulder.
Absolutely. And you know Gino Auriemma is running them like crazy in practice. You already know.
Crazy.
And
it's so crazy because I would love to pick Jackson State, but I know that it's not even going to be close with
the spread. The spread is 33.
Yeah. It might be more because I feel like UConn gonna come out, like I said, with a chip on their shoulder, and I feel like Paige Beckers is gonna be
yeah.
You know, because
what you saying? They're gonna beat Jackson State by 50.
They might.
They might beat Jackson State by 50.
They might.
Mm.
Yeah.
Mm. All you Jackson State people, send your emails to Yada Bear.
I mean, listen, I want to pick so bad, but I know I just have this funny.
I mean, like, damn, the spread is 33.
Yeah. I got this funny feeling about UConn this season, man. This tournament, I don't know. I feel like they got a chip on their shoulder.
Right, and a point to prove. Absolutely. Yeah. We got Fairfield against Indiana.
Well,
Indiana.
Fairfield is ranked 13th, but their record is 31-1.
Yeah, they've been balling. So I can't just really say like it's hard. It's hard to go against like the blue chip schools, especially because we know like what conference they come from. Conference is tough. Fairfield has ran through their respective conference. What's the spread?
There ain't no spread.
Ain't no spread. That's even worse.
Brasky said that's even worse. There ain't no spread.
I'm all right. You know what?
Ain't no spread. No peanut butter. No mayonnaise. Ain't no relish.
It's a number 4 against the number 13.
I'm going with Fairfield. I'm going with them.
I'm gonna go with Fairfield as well. I win.
I'm going with the Hoosiers.
Okay.
All right. We got Michigan and Kansas, which should be a very good game. Number 9 versus number 8. Shout out to Juwan Howard. You know what I mean?
Man, that's cold.
Yeah.
That's cold. That's cold. I just gotta say that live.
I'm sorry, my bad. I'm sorry. I wasn't supposed to say that. I'm sorry.
I'm sorry.
Shout out to Juwan. I got Kansas in this game. Too. Oh, my bad. I'm sorry. I shout out Juwan Howard. I shout out Juwan Howard.
That's cold. That's cold.
Oh man, I shouted out Juwan Howard and picked Kansas. My bad.
That's cold. I'm gonna go
Send your
with
emails to RM Death.
Yeah.
I'm going with Michigan.
Who you got, Win?
I'm going with the Jayhawks.
Okay. See, I'm the only one that got Juwan's back.
Cool.
He said, shout out to Juwan Howard. I'm picking Kansas.
I'm picking Kansas. Shout out to the Fab Five. I'm picking Kansas.
I'm picking Kansas.
We got Kent State and Notre Dame. Give me Notre Dame early.
I'm Notre Dame.
Real quick. Dang.
Mm-hmm.
All right. We got Chattanooga and North Carolina State. Give me North Carolina State.
NC State.
North Carolina State.
We got to be against Iowa. Give me Iowa.
Iowa.
Caitlin.
You good, Broski?
Yeah, I'm good.
Give me we got Florida Gulf Coast against Oklahoma.
OU against OU.
OU.
That's OU.
OU. Boomer Sooner.
We got Texas A&M Community College against USC.
My squad. Let's go.
No, that's not community college. That's Corpus Christi.
That's Corpus Christi. I'm about to say what?
I'm sorry.
Hey,
I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
It's the same thing. It's the same thing.
Oh, dang. It's the same thing.
Emails to Windwalker. Send your emails to Windwalker. He said that, not me. Send your emails to Windwalker.
Juju, do your thing, girl.
Yeah, Juju all day. Juju watches all day. Absolutely.
Juju, that's my girl.
We got Marquette and Ole Miss.
You said Marquette and Ole Miss?
Yeah, give me Marquette.
Marquette.
Yeah. We're going back to the old school days. Marquette.
Give me we got Princeton and West Virginia. Give me Princeton.
Princeton. Yep.
Ivy League.
Yep, Ivy League. We got UNLV and Creighton. Give me UNLV.
Yeah. Shout out to the Shark.
Now I gotta go UNLV. Yeah.
Shout out to the Shark Tank. We're going UNLV.
Give me we got UC Irvine and Gonzaga. You already know.
You already know.
You already know. Give me Gonzaga.
Gonzaga.
Yeah. Gotta go Gonzaga.
Hey, Gonzaga sound like Godzilla.
We got California Baptist and UCLA. Give me UCLA.
UCLA.
Man, come on.
Mm-hmm.
And the last, we got South Dakota State and Utah. Give me South Dakota State.
Okay, all right. I got Utah.
I'm going with the Ute. I got the Utes.
All right, so Utah.
All right, we're in the building, man. It's tournament time. We picked the first round. As we go, we're gonna get down deep into the tournament. What do you see right now, and who do you see as like you don't have to give me four. Give me who do you see being making it to the Final Four? It doesn't have to be necessarily four teams. Who do you see making it in the women's tournament? It's gonna be tough.
Of course, South Carolina. I can't turn my back on South Carolina, but as I stated earlier, I feel like UConn got a big chip on their shoulder. I feel like they're gonna make a nice splash in the tournament. I'm gonna have to go with Iowa. I can also see Stanford. I can see Virginia Tech. It's so like, and I can see I can also see NC State also. UCLA. They may make a little splash here and there. I don't see Final Four. I see maybe Elite Eight. USC, very heavy relying on Juju. Sometimes the spotlight may be a little too big. It's not like the conference tournament. Because you already played those guys a couple of times. Now,
it seems you've never seen before, right? You haven't seen.
Yeah, like this is big. So I can kind of see maybe Elite Eight. I wouldn't be shocked if they made it to the Final Four, but I can see Elite Eight. But I definitely see it's South Carolina versus everybody. And I feel like it's going to be a huge battle between Iowa and LSU because that's crazy that
you got Iowa and LSU in the same bracket.
Yeah, we might see that rematch in like the Sweet 16.
Right.
Right.
That's wild to me, but I understand why the committee did it because they didn't have a strong season this year, And as we were talking behind the scenes, when they announced they seeding to have Kim Mulkey sit there with a sour push face, to me, it's crazy. It's like she has like some type of entitlement that she think that maybe she should have been the number 1 seed or the number 2 seed, even though UCLA had a ridiculous season this year. They had a ridiculous season.
Let's look at the Portland region, right? Look at the potential second round games. I'm looking at Stanford beat Norfolk State, and I'm looking at Iowa State and Maryland.
Mm-hmm.
That second round game with Stanford and Iowa State is going to be crazy. Then you go to Tennessee and Green Bay and North Carolina State and Chattanooga. Tennessee and North Carolina State is going to be crazy.
Yeah.
Right. And then you got Gonzaga and I'm saying South Dakota State and Gonzaga. They could beat Gonzaga.
That's true.
South Dakota State got a good team. That number 12 seed might be a little bit too low for them. You know what I mean? Then you go Texas and what you say, Brown, Florida State.
But Texas.
Yeah.
Yeah. That Texas Florida State game could be a little crazy.
That'd be a good game. So I'm looking at the potential second round matchups. I mean, you look at the Albany region with South Carolina. You know, they'll play the winner of North Carolina and Michigan State. You know what I mean?
Yeah, battle of North Carolina. No, battle of the Carolinas. That's crazy in the second round.
Yeah. You know what I mean? So looking at the second round matchups, and we look at the other side. We look at like you say, you got Colorado plays Drake in the first round. The winner of that will play Kansas State and Portland. That'll be a good game. A good matchup.
Crazy game.
LSU.
Go ahead. LSU and UNLV. That's sick. I mean, Iowa playing Princeton in the second round is sick because Princeton, they got shooters too.
Right.
They can shoot too.
Right.
That could be a high scoring game. So
LSU will play the winner. LSU will play the winner of Louisville and Middle Tennessee State. I mean, you look at the bracket. You look at the road that LSU has to take. If they beat, they'll play Louisville, and then they'll play the winner out of that Creighton, UNLV, UCLA, Cal Baptist regional. So I'm looking at LSU playing UCLA, Broski. In that Sweet 16 matchup, LSU against UCLA.
Yep, and then you look at the Elite Eight matchup, potentially either between LSU
and Iowa, right?
Against Iowa. That's crazy in the Elite Eight.
Right.
Them Iowa playing LSU or UCLA in the Elite Eight is a ridiculous matchup. That could be a championship.
Right. This is what we was talking about when we said we're looking forward to the women's tournament, because again, we jumping ahead. We're looking at potential second round matchups, and the second round matchups are juicier than the first round matchups. I mean, you're going to get some upsets, but like you said, we jump forward to the Elite Eight. We got Iowa and LSU. How many millions of people are going to be watching that? You know what I mean? So again, the women's tournament, is going to be what it is. Notice we haven't said one word about the men's tournament.
Because as I've stated the whole season, you can take a handful of noodles, throw it against the wall, wherever sticks, that's the champion.
I do kind of want to give them a little bit of play though. I mean, it's a 3-point game, 30 seconds left. Wagner and Howard. Wagner was killing Howard the whole game. Now Howard is back in it, 24 seconds left. Howard with the ball, taking it to the high post, driving it to the lane, puts it up, and it drops. So it's a 1-point game.
1-point game, 17 seconds
left. Wagner and Howard, the 2 16 seeds. Well, we was talking about how the men's tournament is going to be a little bit sus and a little bit, flat compared to the women's tournament. Early in this game, Wagner was beating the brakes off of Howard.
Oh, Wagner was destroying.
Yeah, you know what I mean? So Howard must have got some of that good go-go music up in him. Shout out to Chuck Brown and the Soul Searchers. You know what I mean? And he must have got some of that good go-go music up in him or something. And they got the battery in their back. And now this is what the tournament is about. The first four.
100%.
I see you, yo. Yeah, this is what the tournament is about right here, man. Because I was getting ready to turn this game off. Because we was behind the scenes was like, yeah, I'm watching this Wagner game. I was like, man, this game is trash.
Well, it was. It was horrible.
This game is trash, son. This game is basura. You know what I mean? This game needs to be in Fred G. Sanford's front yard. This game is junk. Listen, you know what I mean? It's garbage.
Listen, but
here we are.
Their prize is going to be North Carolina.
Here we go.
Their prize is going to be to get blown out by 30 in the first round against North Carolina.
I mean, listen, hey, their athletic department is is sitting on their hands right now. Like, yeah, we just made another $250,000, $300,000 for advancing to the tournament. Now they gonna get some. What? Hey, Browski. Hey, Kimmy. They gonna get some swag bags. They gonna get some swag. They gonna get some internet. They gonna get some pictures on the internet.
Listen. Look. Hopefully.
Man, what happened?
Oh my God!
What about? Okay.
Oh.
Yeah, we doing it live and direct right here down in Sports Talk. We watching the Howard and Wagner first 4 game, the NCAA tournament.
I mean, my man got fumbled by 3 players.
Yeah.
I take the ref so long to blow the whistle. Like
I don't know. I don't know what's going on with this, but let's get ready to get good down here at the end. Windwalker, we didn't get any thoughts from you about who do you think is going to win the whole thing on the women's side? Who do you think is going to come out and with the championship?
Well, I'm a ride for my Final Four will be USC, South Carolina. I might put UConn up there.
Okay.
They look like they home. And I don't know.
It's hard, right? It's hard.
It's hard, yeah. And I might have to switch out and put LSU up there, the champs. Bring them in somewhere,
So you say LSU's gonna beat Iowa.
LSU over Iowa?
Yeah.
Okay.
All right.
Yeah, they're on that side of the bracket, yeah.
I mean, if you think about this season, LSU team guard wise is a lot better than it was last season.
Right.
Fly J is playing a lot better. What was that? The rookie. What's her name? I can't think of her name. The rookie. Freshman chick. I can't think of her name, but their guard play has played a lot better this season. But so has Iowa. Iowa has how many rebounds? Howard had 4 offensive rebounds. They took 4 3-pointers and they missed every 3-pointer. Wagner has advanced.
Well,
they had 4 offensive rebounds within what, like 7 seconds?
That looked like Florida Atlantic last year in the Final Four.
It was crazy how many offensive rebounds they got and how many 3-pointer shots they put up that fast. That's crazy.
Yeah, I got my Final Four. I got South Carolina. I got Stanford. I got Virginia Tech and LSU.
Wait a minute. Say it again.
I got Stanford.
Okay.
I got South Carolina. I got Virginia Tech. And I got LSU.
So you saying LSU over Iowa? Okay.
And here's the thing. Here's my perception on Nebraska and Windwalker. I don't think we're going to see that matchup in the Elite Eight. I think Iowa might lose before they get to the Elite Eight matchup.
So you think it's Sweet 16 Iowa? What's that potential matchup?
Iowa plays Princeton. We talked about that. That's around the 32. Then the second round, they'll play. Iowa will play. Yeah, Iowa's going to get beat by Kansas State.
Kansas State. Ooh.
In the Sweet 16.
Ooh. You think Caitlin Clark goes off and everybody else go cold?
Caitlin Clark is gonna get ready for the draft. She's gonna be ready early for the draft. Aaliyah Boston is gonna be getting her teammate ready. You know what I mean? Her next thing is gonna be picking out what the hell she gonna put on that frame of hers for the draft.
Oh, Kansas State with the upset.
Kansas State with the upset over Iowa in the Sweet 16.
That would definitely put a damper on everything she accomplished this season. You know,
put a damper on a lot of stuff because TV's getting ready for it. They get ready. You know what I mean? They want to see it. You know what I mean?
Wow. Okay, I respect it because I respect Kansas State, and I think Kansas State definitely is no one to sleep on. They are definitely not lacking much on their squad, so they can run with Iowa, and I feel like in the tournament they're going to be very heavy. You know, Caitlin Clark in the tournament. And I think that she may just take 1 too many.
That's gonna be where the rubber hits. That's gonna be where the rubber hits the road, Browski. When Caitlin Clark has to shoot the ball 30 times. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? She's not got nobody there to score. You know, get big rebounds and stuff like that. If they gotta depend on Caitlin Clark to do the heavy load of scoring, by the time they get to the Sweet 16, she's gonna be all petered out. She's gonna be done.
She's gonna be shot out. Yeah, I mean,
and she got to play defense too. Yeah,
definitely got to play defense, especially with Kansas State. She definitely she can't just all that stuff she did last year against South Carolina when she was just when she waved her off like, oh no, I don't got a D up on her. She can't shoot no three.
Do you think you just brought up something dope? That's why I got Browski here, man. Because the other ones wouldn't have brought that up. Do you think that last year's, you can't see me and all that? Do you think it will factor or have some carryover into this tournament, especially if you see that LSU Iowa matchup in the Elite Eight?
Of course, 100%, 100%, because we all know Angel is going. She's huge with the shit talking. She's going to talk so much trash, and she's going to constantly remind Caitlin that they beat her, And I think on the flip side, Caitlin is going to throw it back, and she's going to try to shoot their lights out. She got a chip on her shoulder too, especially when she saw that bracket and when she seen that LSU was in her bracket, that they can meet up before, that once again,
how much pressure is on LSU to defend?
Not a lot. I think it's more pressure on Iowa and Caitlin Clark, because all season it's been, when is Caitlin Clark going to break the record? And then she breaks the record, and then she breaks the all-time scoring record when she broke the record for both sides, and then she broke, the Big Ten record of most threes. So she's been breaking so many records. It's kind of like the LeBron James factor in the Steph Curry, when Steph broke the 3-point of Reggie Miller's record. Mm-hmm. When LeBron just broke, when he broke Kareem's record. Mm-hmm. All that was it was all great, but if you didn't win the chip, you're looking at the season like, well, it's just
right. Let's go, Kim. Let's go. You're looking at it like, what the hell did you do?
Yeah, it's like, all right, that's cool. Your name is going to be in the record book because you broke this record that many didn't think could have got broken. Mm-hmm. But at the end of the day, you're not the one holding the trophy. You're watching someone else hold the trophy. So I think the pressure is on Iowa more than LSU.
Who's the pressure on, Win Walker?
I think the pressure is going to be more on LSU this time because of all of the melee with South Carolina, with all the trash talk they've been doing. Caitlin Clark, yeah, the all eyes on her right now. But that's a good thing you brought up, Browski. That further exemplifies my point that the women's basketball
did this mofo just say exemplifies? Did this mofo just say exemplifies?
Listen, we know sports, and we know we have a great vocabulary over here.
Did this mofo just say exemplifies?
He brought out the thesaurus. He brought out the thesaurus.
But anyway,
I know what store he was going to. He was going to Staples and Office Max.
but that really does prove my point that the women's tournament has more excitement and more behind the scenes stories than the men's do. You got different little things jumping off. We got coaches talking trash to each other. We got the whole everything that you would think about in the men.
Players talking trash. The brothers jumping out the stands.
Jumping over the table.
Right.
To fight.
You got the old rivalry from last year may meet up in the bracket. The way they set the bracket up, they did that on purpose. You know, that adds to it. You know what I'm saying? It's great for the women right now. That just proves my point right there. You know, this is going to be a good tournament, and people want to see what's going to happen in this.
Let me ask you a question. This is down in Sports Talk right here. We get it in with anybody, anytime, anywhere, any place. Where are we at with Juju Watkins? This is going to be her first tournament. The lights are going to be on, right? USC's got a number one seed. You know what I mean? So is pressure going to be on Juju a little bit, or where are we at with that, Kim?
I feel like in the first.
Is your name Kim?
I'm hyped about Juju. I'm sorry. I apologize.
You bring up Juju.
That's my. Hey, you see what I got on? Hey, Juju is the shit.
I see you, big bro.
Man, I'm so hyped about this, man. Hey,
go
ahead. I apologize.
No, you're good. I think in the first game, I think it's going to be a tale of two halves. I think she may be a little nervous in the first game, especially in the first half. I think her shot may not fall as quickly, so she probably get her other teammates involved a bit more. But I think in that second half, she's going to settle in, and then she's just going to start going ham. And then you probably see it more in the second round of 32 because, according, she can either, playing what, Michigan State? No. Second half, Kansas and Michigan, those two teams are a tougher competition. So that's why I think, we may not see that 30-point games, from her. She may have, a regular game. It might be like an 18, maybe like a double-double, like an 18, 10 rebounds, couple assists. We may see her impact more on the defensive side than the offensive side because when those lights are shining, sometimes that basket can look as small as a keyhole, and she may be laying a couple of bricks, but I think she'll be all right. I think she might be all right.
Hey, Bronny, Isaiah Collier, send your emails to Browski. That's her over there.
No, Bronny and Isaiah Collier need to be watching Juju and wondering how she was able to get her team a number one seed while these guys are, watching or playing the NIT.
Hey, Kim, not to cut your wisdom, I wanted to add on to that statement. What you just say?
What?
About instead of them doing what?
Instead of them, they need to be asking her how she got her team a number one seed, and
right. Instead of
try to get some wisdom from her.
Right. And you know what they do? They need to be doing that instead of looking in the crowd and seeing who's at the game.
Who at the game?
That's all I want to add. That's all I want to add on, Yada Bear. That's all I want to add on. That's they're looking in the crowd to see where the scouts are, to see if LeBron's in the crowd. You know what I mean? Play your game, man. Play your game.
Yeah,
play your game.
We'll be playing this week instead of playing in the NIT. Who knows?
And like Yada Bear said, you got Juju Watkins in them with a number one seed.
Number one seed.
That y'all was allegedly gonna get because y'all had all these dudes coming to USC. Like 12.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So again, at the end of the day, I think Juju. She got a very good chance to do some things. And like you said, she has had a couple of nights where I watched the game. I think she had 9 points, but I think one of her teammates picked her up. I forgot her name. Yeah. Her name escapes me right now. But that shorty was killing it. Juju had 9 points, but I think she had like 4 or 5 steals, so she contributed on the defensive side. So
she does the other stuff. I've seen her with games where her shots not falling. But when you look in the stats column, she got about 10, 12 rebounds. She got about 6 assists. She got a couple of steals, and then you have the other things that's not counted in the stats box. She out there alternate people's shots, and she out there, playing great team defense and just uplifting her teammates. So seeing that type of leadership in the freshmen lets me know that we will be talking about this young lady for the next couple of years while she's still at USC.
Absolutely. We in the building. We got a few minutes left. We talked about the NCAA tournament. We definitely gonna get into some baseball probably next week, y'all. We get into that. The season actually starts in the morning.
Was it 6:40?
Yeah, it's in the morning. Early in the morning. I'm gonna be up watching that. So it's gonna be on early in the morning.
Who's starting? Hold on. Is Kershaw starting?
No. Oh God, who's starting for the Dodgers? It's not Yamano. It's not Kershaw. I think it's Gonsolin is starting for the Dodgers.
Okay.
You know what I mean? I don't know. And did you see Blake Snell went to the Giants?
Yeah, I saw that. When I saw that, I thought of you. I said. And it wasn't even that much money. Wasn't even that much money.
Yeah. I mean, at the end of the day, the Giants, creeping on the come up. Matt Chapman, Soler. You know what I mean? They did some things. So that National League West just got a little bit interesting. I still want to see what the Padres going to do because they still got Tatis and they still got Manny Machado. Joe Musgrove. They still got, a little something. Yu Darvish. They still got a little squad. They still got a squad in Diego. You know what I mean? The Yankees, they tried to, rock everybody to sleep today. They brought Joe Torre out to make a pitching change. Like, oh, what the hell is that?
Yeah, Joe Torre look.
You know what I mean? You want to impress me? You want to impress me? Put Derek Jeter at shortstop. I'm not impressed with Joe Torre making a pitching change.
Put A-Rod
at third base. But you want to impress me? Put Don Mattingly at first base. Put Mickey Rivers in center. You want to impress me? Put Mickey Rivers in center field. Reggie Jackson in right. You know what I mean? Don't play with me. Don't play with me.
It was nice to see. I said, "Oh wow!" And I was shocked too. I said, "Look at him dressed up." I said, "He got the other day." I said, "He came dressed."
You know what I'm saying? But I mean, what's bugging me out though right now at this point in the game, Yada and Win Walker, is how a lot of people picking the Yankees to win the American League East.
That's right. I mean, maybe they know something that we don't know.
I'm like, what? I'm like, man, listen, they got some. I don't know, man. They on some. They on some news. Yankees. I don't see it. I see it. Sorry, bro. I don't see it.
I don't know. It's Like I said, maybe they see.
I don't see it.
Maybe they see something we don't see. Maybe they got some news. They got
They see. Hey, listen, Vasquez. Hey, Kimmy, they see something that we don't see. All right, when they come back down from that trip that they on, you know what I mean? They see something that we don't see. All right.
They said I got Juan Soto.
Hey, I said, they took a page. They took a page out the NFL. They took a page
Baltimore
out the NFL.
Baltimore won 100 games last year. I don't think Baltimore's going to win 100 games this year. Toronto's going to be all right. Tampa Bay's going to fall off. The Yankees. I mean, Garrett Cole is going to be out for at least a month or two, right?
Yeah.
Carlos Rodon. We got to depend on Carlos. Can I say it? Carlos effing Rodon, right? Like I
he had a good outing when he pitched what 5 and 3/4.
Yeah, I'm surprised. I'm surprised he wasn't blowing kisses at Joe Torre.
Listen, maybe
I'm sorry.
Maybe you have to bring Joe Torre to every game. Maybe he need to be in the clubhouse because it seems like Rodon plays better.
Listen, we're about to get up out of here so we can go enjoy some more of those lovely Final Four commercials with Samuel L. Jackson and Charles Barkley and Spike Lee. Browski, what you getting down on this week?
I am getting down on these teams that declined the NIT invitation.
Yeah.
I hate that.
So like, your mind,
what makes you so better, Pitt? Huh? St. John's, Memphis, Ole Miss, Oklahoma. Like, why? Like, what's going on? Why not let you guys enjoy playing in another tournament? It may not be the big dance, but you still dance and you still win a title. You still have a little bit of pride. I just don't understand how these teams swear that they are better.
Mm-hmm.
They too good to play in the NIT. I don't like it. I think it should be like some type of penalty. I mean, Indiana, you say no. Syracuse, you say no. But
St. John's Rick Pitino didn't get in the big dance, and he's like, "Nah, I ain't going to no NIT, yo. I'm not messing with that."
He didn't even. They tried to ask him, and he wouldn't even address it. Really, he just said, "No, we're not accepting it." I said, "Well." To me, I feel like if you get an invitation, you should go.
You should participate. Thought they were supposed to be in the first 4 in. That's bullshit.
Especially not St. John. I don't know what Rick. I don't know what delusional state Rick Pitino is in. I don't know if he think it's back in the day when when he was doing some things out there. But this St. John team wasn't that good.
That been over 30 years ago.
That's what I'm saying. What recent Rick Pitino team has been like, oh man, this team is amazing.
The last time Rick Pitino did anything, the Dallas Cowboys was going to the Super Bowl.
And that's saying, and that's
Rick Pitino used to coach the Knicks.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? Rick Pitino used to coach the Knicks, man.
And Rick Pitino and those Knicks couldn't even get invitation.
Been around the world and you know what I mean? Everywhere. I've been everywhere, man.
Boston Celtics?
Everywhere. Huh?
Wasn't he with the Boston Celtics?
Yeah.
Boston Celtics.
Yeah.
Kentucky. Yep. Louisville.
The Louisville Cardinals.
Louisville. Yeah. Louisville. And Kentucky.
Yeah.
And Kentucky.
Yeah.
Yeah. So.
Yeah.
It's just that just blows my mind.
I'm surprised he didn't go to Duke.
They ain't want him there. But that right there, that just blows my mind. I just think it's ridiculous, and I feel like the NCAA need to do something about that. Like, if you get an invitation, You should.
Well,
You
but what are they gonna do, Kim? I mean, again, at the end of the day,
I don't know.
kids, they have other stuff on their mind. The NCAA kind of like created this monster where if you don't get picked to go to the tournament, and they kind of like made the NIT obsolete, kind of like these other little bowl games on the football side. You know what I mean? If you don't get into the playoffs, nobody wants to play in the Carmella Bowl. Nobody wants to play.
Get rid of it then. Get rid of the NIT tournament. Because everybody keeps declining it, then get rid of it then.
Then what happens?
It is the national.
Then
what is the national invitational tournament,
right? What do you do with them then? Do you throw them in with in there with the 68 and make it 96?
I mean, I feel like that's what they're gonna try to do anyway.
If they gonna try to do. Hey, listen, NCAA, put the camera on me. Put the camera on me. NCAA, you not slick. We see right through you like saran wrap, yo. We see right through you. You're first of all, you're hemorrhaging money. You're hemorrhaging reputation because you used to be the holier than thou, the bastion of everything that was good about sports and athletics and competition and scholastics and all that. Now, you know what, NCAA? Nobody cares. Nobody cares. Nobody cares that you had O.J. Simpson and Pat Hayden and Lynn Swann 40 years ago. Nobody cares that Doug Flutie threw a bomb that beat Miami 35 years ago. Nobody cares about Barry Switzer. Nobody cares about that. This is now. And the monster that you created, NCAA, is of your own volition, your own fault. You denied these kids for so long.
Yep.
They woke up, smelled the coffee.
Yeah.
They got their mind right. They getting their money together now, and y'all done went crazy.
Yeah.
The establishment. That's what we're going to call them, Win Walker. The establishment. We know who we're talking about.
But
instead of keeping the conferences the way they were, and everybody was getting the money and doing what they need to do and keeping the bowls regulated, y'all decide to jump out the window. Y'all gonna chase the bag just like these kids are chasing the bag.
And they get mad at the kids for chasing the bag.
Now you want to box out the small schools.
Yeah.
You want to box them out. But you know what the small schools are saying? We're going to do this for you. We're going to have the dude that couldn't make it on Alabama. He's going to come to this small school. And you know what he's going to do? He's going to put that small school on the map.
Yeah, he's going to ball out.
That's what's going to happen. And so now once the talent starts to get spread across the whole landscape and the tables start to get a little bit balanced and even, now guess who's trying to turn hightail and run away? The big guys, because they're scared because the little guys are coming.
Yeah. The
little guys are coming, and it's your own fault.
No, I'm
going to make one more point, and then I'm going to shut up. I'm going to make one more point. What's going to happen, and what's starting to happen now, is these kids is trickling out, going to the UFL, the G League, overseas, and that's diluting the college talent even more.
I mean, we've been talking about that all year.
That's why all these playgrounds looking for these 8th graders.
Yep.
Go play with me.
But the one thing, I want to circle back to the NIT. What's going to happen is, by the NCAA talking about expanding from 68 to 96, that's just going to merge into NIT. So now, if you're going to do that, then let's get rid of the NIT tournament because everybody's going to be in the NCAA tournament.
Yeah.
So now these schools,
you don't need the NIT tournament if you're going to have 96 teams in the NCAA tournament. You don't need it.
You're just swallowing up. You're just combining both tournaments, and now, and if that happens, now I want to see if St. John's going to deny that.
They don't.
Memphis.
Oski, they could put 150 teams in the NCAA tournament, and each and every one of them will be glad that they made it.
Yeah.
And you couldn't tell them nothing.
Yep. So that's just
again,
crazy.
And again, I'm gonna listen. I always do it all the time, even when not on this platform. When I'm on other platforms, I give respect and put respect on my Cody's name. You know what I mean? Because she says a lot of stuff that's pertinent. You know what I mean? That that's why I be running off at the yap, because I'm like, oh shit, she said some fly shit. I gotta speak to it. So like at the end of the day, y'all make sure y'all get that Yada Bear, man. She does her thing, man. You know what I mean? And I appreciate her every time. But yeah, man. You know, I feel like going on a rant now, because this was supposed to be Yada Bear's Get Down on the Time.
Now go ahead, my man, go ahead.
This is supposed to be Yada Bear's Get Down on the Time. But yeah,
go ahead.
A little bit. But yeah, Yada Bear hits on the points, man. I just got to speak to it, because I'd be like, yeah. You know what I'm saying? Go ahead, Win. What you getting down on, Win?
Man, I'm gonna get down on all the nonsense that the NCAA has brought. Like you said, I wonder, and I really want to know, is the national championship going to be sponsored by Doritos or by Coca-Cola? Then do the players, since they got the NIL deals, that the schools don't give them shoes no more. Now they buy their own shoes and come give them to the whole players, because they made $3 million this year. You know, it's getting ridiculous. You know, then they got sponsors on the shirts and this and that, and it's getting too corporate. Like you said, like Arndale said, Lefty said this. We blame you, the NCAA,
right,
for getting greedy and lining your pockets.
Yes.
Hey, y'all getting billions. Y'all getting TV deals for 10 and 25 years.
Yep.
Who ever heard of a college team getting a 25-year TV deal? Y'all ain't gonna be good for 25 years.
Yo, hold on, Win. Like when you just hit it. You just hit it. Oh my God, you hit the nail, because how do every conference have their own network on cable TV? Every conference, SEC, ACC, Big 10, Big 12,
12. Yep.
12. Yeah. Conference USA, they all have their own network. It's crazy. And you telling me that
Notre Dame got their own? Absolutely.
Notre Dame got their own. They're not even in the conference. They got their own channel. They ain't even in the conference. They got their own channel. Yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah, come on, man. It's ridiculous.
It is.
And now with even with the NIL deals, now sports betting, you can bet on college sports. Then you need to give. Let's see. Let me go back a little bit. You need to give Chris his money back in his stuff, and take that lawsuit off of him. You need to go to Reggie Bush, let him get his trophy back.
Yeah.
Get his stuff back. You need to go a whole bunch. It needs to be retroactive and grandfather them into this new thing. You know what I'm saying?
That's
and I'm about crap 5. Y'all said he bet 100,000 and woo. Come on. Y'all need to take that up off of him. Seriously. Because now it's legal to do it. And it's making these, like Lefty, I gotta agree with Lefty again. That's making y'all go and making these parents take these kids through, trials and tribulations just to try to make it, because they looking at you in the 5th and 6th grade now, 4th grade. I can go to any channel on YouTube or Snap and they showing these boys playing basketball, going through these rigorous trainings and sending them off and doing this just so they can try to make it. Come on,
Yep.
it's supposed to be fun and a learning
Word
experience.
up.
Where's the
Word
learning
up.
at?
Listen, we
It's
in the
all about
building,
the
man.
money.
Down in Sports Park every Tuesday night, man, 8 to 9 p.m. What I'm getting down on, man, is those ridiculous tiny cheapo uniforms that the MLB is wearing this year, man, with the little tiny letters on it. You can't even read the names of the jerseys. What is going on? Everybody is I'm sorry. Everybody's trying to cut corners, yo. Like those jerseys look like some I'm gonna take it back. When Walker said he took it back, I'm gonna take it back. Those jerseys look like some Chico bail bonds. If you know about the Bad News Bears, they look like Chico bail bonds.
Tebow.
They got
it from Tebow. They got it from Tebow.
They got the little tiny letters on them. They got what is going on?
You gotta squint. You squint and you like what?
You know what I mean? What is going on at the MLB office, man? I know they trying to cut corners and they want to save some money, but Rob Manfred, yo, come on, B.
No.
Come on,
I was
B.
watching the Phillies play earlier, and I was like, I said, "Well, what's wrong with they jerk?" I don't know what's wrong with
the uniforms, man. What is going on? That's what I wanted to speak to, yo. We're about to get up out of here down in Sports Talk, man. Every Tuesday night, man. We hope.
That's funny.
Have a laugh or two, but yeah, we keep it real on the Sports Talk tip over here, man. My man Win Walker, my coach Yada Bear. Make sure y'all check him out. Make sure y'all check Yada Bear out over there, 6 zeros and all that. Make sure you check Win Walker out, the movie star, the entrepreneur, the philanthropist. Win Walker in the house. You know what I mean? He's in the building with us. Every Tuesday night, y'all. We're about to get up out of here. Don't go nowhere, y'all. We'll talk to y'all next week. All right. We got the spring training preview, Major League Baseball preview, NCAA tournament, women's stuff, all that. We're gonna talk some wrestling because I know Yada Bear's got the WrestleMania thing
coming up.
We're gonna talk about that. We're gonna get busy. Shout out to y'all. We'll talk to y'all next week. Enjoy. Peace. We out down in Sports Talk.
Remember the bob and weave.
That's right. Riley Romero is a bum, yo. Where's his bum?